Alright, welcome back to Build It, Fix It Garage. We're putting the boat seat on the skiff, kayak slash skiff. So, yeah, so what we did was I got this 3/4 inch, super strong, cut that over the top of the, look at that. Like that. So that's the platform on the skiff, and then I cut that, and yeah, we'll straighten that up. But it's a rough cut. We'll sand it, straighten it. So we got to mount that to this. It gives it a mounting platform, and of course we got the seat and the swivel. Seat comes separate. And this one's spring loaded, and it's bolted. Of course, you got to bolt that to the seat. But that's the first thing you're going to want to do is screw all these in. The hardware here comes with the seat, which is kind of cool, and tighten the shit out of them. We can go back and adjust it if we need to, but for now. So the thing I was trying to find out, obviously had to get the right hardware, 1/4 inch all the way around, 20 thread count, and I went with 1.5. Okay, so I opened up all the boxes, and here's what we got. I always buy way too much hardware because you never know when you're going to use them. So that's going to be for to mount it to the wood on that side, and of course we got nuts, washers, and I'll show you what these are. I had to find a way to put the bolt up in there, hold it, flip it over, stick it in the holes that we're going to drill in the wood down here where it goes, and then put a 7/16, or heck, I might not need it, but just to go ahead and thread it and put a washer on the end, and that should bolt it up. But to be able to get those bolts in, we got to turn it like that, and of course it's spring loaded, so let's figure that out, get that up in there. And my thought was that would hold it, but nope. it's too big. So good old duct tape to the rescue. Stuff will fix anything. So we've already got the bolt up in there, and we're just gonna stick this around here and hold it like that. So we'll do another one. Grab a bolt, grab a washer, turn it, stick it, tape it. Yeah, if you guys know any other better way, I mean, this is obviously my first time pretty much with boating. Anything, really. Anything that has to do with a boat. I've had a couple of kayaks for a while, but I can honestly say I've never mounted a boat seat. But here at Build It, Fix It Garage, we could build and fix anything. Washer, turn it just enough to get in there. Oop, get in there. And never mind if I start cussing a little bit, that's just what we do here in the garage. You know, when you start cussing things out, sometimes it just all of a sudden starts working. Alright, so they're there. So on the wood part down here, we're gonna mark, we might have to redo those, but we're gonna mark exactly where those holes are supposed to be. We're gonna end up taking this whole thing off, right, and redoing exactly the steps that I just did, and we're gonna just lay that on top of the wood exactly where we want it, mark the holes, drill them with a little bit of wiggle room You know what I mean? They don't have to be exactly a 1/4 inch. You know, they can they could probably, I don't know, be a 1/2 inch if they need to, just so we can wheel it in there. Because what we're going to do is, ta-da, flip them over and stick them in the holes, and then reach on the other side and then put the nuts on. In theory. Yeah, so take you off the workbench for a little bit. This is what we're doing. We're going to figure out where that goes on this new piece of plywood on this freaking badass new Micro Skiff. Thank you, The Good Life YouTube channel. Love you. Thank you for showing me this. And Line Cutters in West Columbia picked this up. And I've already started rigging it. Yeah, stay tuned for the rigging. Oh, there's a line cutter right there. You gotta get one of these. Attach it to your lantern. Or wherever. But yeah, we just need to make sure that we got that centered at the plywood, because that's, you can't bolt the seat to that. And of course there's the seat. Okay, so here's what we got. We made the 4 holes, and I ended up going with the 3/8 inch drill bit. So the holes are slightly bigger. I don't know if you can see that. But in theory, we should be able to drop them straight down. Remember, we're going to have the seat on top of where my hands are. Look at that shit. Build it, fix it, garage. And just on the other side, you just nut it up, and you got a swivel seat. All right, let's see if it works. Duct tape, bolts. God, I hope I drilled it right. Bam! Look at that shit. So then I just lift it up over here, and then got where I put the nuts. That's called build it, fix it. I don't know. I get excited because I've never built a boat seat on a platform. That's a freaking awesome. And everybody's thinking, okay, he's just mounting a boat seat. And once we're gonna have to redo this whole thing, take it all off, and we're gonna sand it, make it perfect, and we're gonna flex seal it. Right? And this guy's gonna supervise. Welcome back to Build It, Fix It Garage. We did some work. Got a couple of things done. So we're ready to go on this. I remember put the duct tape in there. I assembled everything, and then I took it back apart, and we put the flex seal on the plywood. It's outside drying right now. Looking really good. But the test fit went really good. So yeah, so we got these. I put these extra grommets in here, or I don't know, they're rubber washers, just so it sits kind of on the plywood better. And let me get the top. Yeah, so we've got holes that go all the way through, obviously, because we have the plywood on top of that. So holes in every corner. Came out perfect on the other side. And we're going to put another grommet, one of these, with those grommets here. They're nice flexible rubber. Put that probably right there. And put the plywood on top of that. That'll also kind of give it some space to sit up there. I think it'll make it more stable, but once we bolt that thing in, with these countersinks. So that's going to sit down inside the plywood. It'll be flush. And of course, I put a bolt in on the other side. The ones in the middle, so I was like, oops. So this is where basically the base sits. Once we tighten the base, well, you'll see right here. Those are going to be protruding from the plywood just a little bit. So I had to put some holes. But the good thing is there's like a piece, like there's air in between there. So notice there's no holes on that side. I was like, great. The less holes coming through this, the better, because obviously this, you don't want water to get in here, but they will sit kind of like that with a nut on them, of course, but they'll sit right there. And then the net actually fits inside there perfectly. So I think we made out okay on that. All right, all you Build It fixers, we're in the Build It Fixer garage. And I think we did it pretty good. I've already sat in it, which is cool. So I got a step stool, climbed up there. That was awkward. But one thing I know for sure, once you're in the water, everything, because you're going to be lower, but that was kind of scary. Hit my head on the airplane. But yeah, I think we are good to go, man. So yeah, that comes off. Just get the tie thing back there. But yeah, you can basically get access to the stuff. Just like before. Slides back on. Loop that around. One thing I was worried about, actually, if you're sitting in it, that thing will start moving around or even come back like that. It doesn't, which is cool, because I think just because of my 220 pounds sitting on that, just holds it all together. I can get up here. I can actually lean back a little bit. Yeah, see there? It doesn't do that when you're sitting in it. And of course, you can swivel. So I did that whole swivel thing. But yeah, I can reach this and get up and go. Sweet. All right. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments that I could have done something better, I tend to do a lot of things the hard way, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. We got it all sealed up, and of course, I hated to drill new holes in a brand new boat, but hopefully when I get it in the water, it'll actually work out. If not, I'll just take it off. But I had good help from a couple of people actually multiple people on YouTube that have just put the chairs on like canoes or kayaks or whatever, and so hopefully it works out. And again, leave comments. If I could have done a better job, let me know. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to do a review on the whole kayak. Or sorry, it's a skiff now. I keep going kayak back there. But yeah, we're going to do a whole front to back, bow to stern, how I rigged it out before I even put it in the water. I think I got everything I just need, just the basics. Of course, the safety gear and all that stuff is extremely important. So hopefully we get that together. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.